It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Green to bring it back. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 109 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running back.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Raiders.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Carr now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 1st down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7, Watson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Watson now on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. Again, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
To the air yet again, Watson. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, You don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Because it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Watson on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. So we reach halftime in what's been a... You want the 3rd quarter? Already? No problem. Let's do it.
Raiders, nothing.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
And the lead is now 24.
good.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 29, Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Anderson, the ball carrier.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
33-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now they'll throw with Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Offense.
Come on, dog.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
That'll be taken in by Anderson. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Makes the score Texans 24.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 27-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 47's the mic. Check, 47.
From the gun, Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Las Vegas.
Let's make these babies proud.
Now Carr again. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Houston Texans.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So out come the Raiders. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? The interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Carr to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One final try now for Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have the first down before he's brought